Glute bridges are an incredible foundational exercise that can help build strength for heavier lifting exercises. The most important parts of the glute bridge are actually in the positioning of the pelvis, and the type of positioning that is best for you will depend on what's natural for your body. So if you are to lay down and you assess where your back is when you lay down on the floor and relax, you will be able to tell which version of the glute bridge you need to perform for your body. So if you lay down and you are like me and you have a little bit of a natural arch in your lower back, this means that you probably have an anterior pelvic tilt. If this is the case, it's going to be important for you to work on engaging your hamstrings more than your glutes when you're doing your glute bridge. So it's going to be more of a hamstring bridge. I'll show you how to do that first. So when you are doing a hamstring focused glute bridge, you are going to bring in your 360-degree breathing, and then you're going to pull your feet toward your butt in order to engage your hamstrings before you lift up. What that accomplishes is it actually helps to bring your pelvis into neutral. Do you see how when I pull my heels toward my butt, naturally my pelvis just aligns a little bit better and my back actually presses against the floor. So without even moving my core at all, I get a great correction in my pelvic to rib cage alignment. So I'm going to breathe in and then 360-degree expansion, and then I'm going to exhale, pull at the hamstrings, exhale, pull the pelvic floor up, and engage everywhere. And I'm going to squeeze the glutes to lift my pelvis up into a straight line. So I am not trying to expand beyond what I can use my glutes for and my hamstrings for. After I push up to this point, I start to feel it in my lower back. And if you have an anterior pelvic tilt specifically, I do not want you to be putting all the work in that lower back because it's already probably too tight. So we're going to do a couple reps of that, and then I'll show you the other version. So I'm going to inhale, 360, exhale, pull from the hamstrings, squeeze the glutes, come up to straight. So I'm a straight line here from my rib cage, pelvis to knee, and then I'm going to come down, breathe in. As I'm coming down, so I'm going to come up again, and notice as I'm coming down, I'm not moving at my spine at all. My spine stays in neutral the whole time. So I am coming down, inhaling as I come down, exhale, pull at the hamstrings, push the glutes into the air, and lift the hips up. Now, you're going to perform all of your reps in that manner if you have that anterior pelvic tilt. That is, if you lay down and you have that natural curve in your lower back. If that is not you, what you're going to do is breathe in and exhale and really focus on putting all that work into your glutes. So if you lay down and you're naturally more like this, your back is more toward the floor, what you're going to do is inhale, exhale, squeeze the glutes, and then push your hips up toward the ceiling. So the only difference is really how much hamstring engagement I'm looking for when you're performing this exercise. Now, your lower back is going to have to stay in neutral the whole time. So you're going to inhale, exhale, squeeze the butt, and then push up through your glutes, pushing and driving the hips toward the ceiling. And then come back down, inhale, and then I get all this engagement here, and then exhale, and I'm engaging and pulling and making sure that my rib cage and pelvis are stacked with my knees from this angle, and then I come down and breathe in. Now again, if you are having a hard time getting that inhale exhale pattern where you exhale on your way up and inhale on your way down, you're going to exhale through the whole motion, breathe in, pause, and then exhale, do it again. So that would look like this. Inhale. And there you have your 2 variations of glute bridges specifically for whichever pelvic alignment type you have.